90 Kenyans have died in the Gulf in a span of 2 years. This translates to at least 3 people per month. Most of the deaths have been recorded in Mombasa County. Our coast-based reporter, Portonila Goren, visited families of those who lost their loved ones. Here's her report.
For months, we have been covering stories on the plight of Kenyans in Saudi Arabia. Mombasa County has been the most affected. We have witnessed families breaking down in tears. Some have lost their spouses, others sons, daughters, sisters and mothers. We have embarked on a journey to Kiembeni area in Kisauni constituency here in Mombasa County. We have information that a young mother of 3 has just arrived from Saudi Arabia after being rescued. Here we meet Kazo Karisa. She tells us she has worked as a domestic worker in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia for only 3 months before being ill and unable to seek proper medication. She says if she wasn't rescued, the story would have been different.
Nilikuwa nimejulisha family nyumbani kwa mimi ni kweli, lakini nina shida hii na hii. Hata mkisikia amekuwa mambo mengine sasa wanasema anataka kunipeleka operation na sina mtu wa kunisimamia na hali yenyewe niko ni mbaya. Na agent nimemweleza kila kitu, anasema nibaki huko.
Naomi Charo, a trained ECDE teacher and a mother of 2, left the country for greener pastures after she was unable to meet her financial responsibilities. Just like other survivors, Charo did not know what awaited her. She tells us she survived harassment and torture in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, where she had gone to work as a domestic worker. Charo says she overheard her employer's conversations about an alleged plan to end her life. She says she became worried and contacted her agent, but instead, she received a severe beating.
Yule manager wa hiyo ofisi alisimama, akanipiga makofi, akanipiga mateke. Anasema wewe, kwani unasema hivyo? Kwani ulikuja Saudia wewe ufanye kazi ama uje uliwe? Nikamwambia sasa mimi sijui. Ni hawa wanaongea na nimesikia.
She decided to further communicate with a Kenyan recruitment agent, but still she found no help.
Nikabidi ni communicate pia na ofisi ya huku Kenya ile ambayo ilinipeleka. Nikawaelezea. Akaanza kuniambia wewe unaanza uoga. Hasa si ni uoga, kwani ulitolewa kwa hiyo nyumba?
After 11 months of suffering, she was finally rescued after a Kenyan family, with the help of non-governmental organizations, piled pressure on the agents. Other returnees are lucky to be back alive. Some did not make it. 2 months ago, we attended the burial of the late Sharon Atieno in Mwandoni in Kisauni constituency. The late died in Dammam, Saudi Arabia, where she had gone to work as a domestic worker only 3 weeks after leaving the country. According to the family, the reason behind her death did not add up.
Walikuwa wananiambia kwamba ati alianguka chini. Aliambia siku ati alikuwa na kifafa. Kifafa bwana, this is a third born. Hakuna siku amekuwa na kifafa hata moja. But all of a sudden tunasikia amefariki. There's no problem. They did their best, walimua sistangu.
Recruiting agencies have majorly been mentioned as the reason for the suffering Kenyans undergo in the Middle East countries. But the chairman of KUPPEA, one of the 2 unions of recruiting agents in the country, is of the contrary opinion. Mwaguzo further states that a section of Kenyans who ran away from their employers, famously known as Kemboys, is one of the reasons why Kenyan women in Saudi Arabia are undergoing misery.
Hawa Kemboys ambao wao wamekuwa brokers sasa kule wa kutorosha wa Kenya na kuwapeleka kuwafanyisha kazi sehemu zingine. Je, wametambulikana? Na kama wametambulikana ni hatua zipi ambazo zimechukuliwa za kisheria?
Government has continued to reiterate through the Ministry of Labor that they are putting in measures to curb the unfortunate issues that Kenyan immigrants are facing in Saudi Arabia.
Toll-free line is also to enable Kenyans and the community to ask questions, to talk to NEA and ask any question relating to the process.
96 Kenyans died in 2021 in line of duty in the Middle East countries, according to the Ministry of Labor. However, stakeholders in the labor sector fear the numbers might rise this year. Additionally, some government officials have been accused of running unregistered agencies. And now the stakeholders want the new government of President William Ruto to expeditiously come up with measures that will bring an end to the Kenyan-Saudi Arabia miseries.
Let us ban all these employment agencies. These people, what they are trying to do with our young girls, young daughters and sons, is applying indirect slavery. And when somebody goes outside there, she or he is a completely 100% slave. For now, all eyes are on the government to save Kenyans in the Middle East countries on the ongoing miseries. Until then, the cases will continue to rise. Patronila Goren for TV47 in Mombasa County.
And in sports,